it sounds like I'm hearing you say that, hey, First Amendment is a big deal, is very important to you. And if let's tie that into this question. How do you feel about Twitter and Google and YouTube censoring or canceling or shutting certain people up with certain opinions or views? What are your thoughts on that?
Oh man, I like these questions. It's like hardball with Chris Matthews. It's a really tough one. It gets very nuanced very fast. So I'll try and keep my answer pretty brief.
Okay.
I think the challenge is that you're using a platform that a private business has built.
Okay.
That private business has built this business, and in some ways, it's sort of almost private property, public property. So yes, it's digital, but if I make a coffee shop and I have a coffee shop and it's a physical place that I've constructed as a business and I own this business, and you come into my coffee shop and you start berating another customer, or you start, causing a scene and stressing people out, as a business owner, that's my business property, that's my private property, and I have the right to ask you to leave. You're causing concern, you're stressing people out, people are scared. I'm going to ask you to leave my coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
And that person should not, I don't think, have the right to say it's First Amendment. I'm just speaking my mind. You can't shut me up.
Mm-hmm.
Because now they're missing the point. They're conflating two different things. They're fighting for their right to speak freely and to have a First Amendment speech. And that's not the issue. The issue is you're causing concern and you're causing a ruckus and you're putting people in a fearful state, which will inevitably, not only for them, potentially hurt them, but it will hurt my business. I will lose customers. So it's that saying of like, your right to swing your fists ends when it hits my face. So it's like,
who's deciding what they're saying is causing harm? Who's making the decision on what they're saying is dangerous? Who's deciding that?
Well, that's the really tricky thing. That's what's really hard, is that you hit it on the head, Steve, which is it comes down to who do you have set up as your governor of your governance? Who are your set of individuals who are governing this system and determining what is okay to say and what is not okay to say? And I think that's the big issue, is that when it comes to Twitter and all these platforms, people immediately go right to the top. Oh, Jack Dorsey's censoring. Well, I would hope that Twitter, Jack's no longer there, of course, but I'd hope that Twitter has enough data to prove out that this person who's continually posting certain things is causing harm over here, or they're just saying things that are flat out false and could cause harm. I mean, what if you had someone post and they were, a Nazi enthusiast or a sympathizer?
Who's deciding if it's false?
Well, that's the thing, is then you get in almost like a college psychology class of relativity and truth, and who's to decide if this is true or if this is false, or if my statement and my belief, even though it hurts you, it's true to me. And that's where it's tough, because it's such a complicated thing.